Every married man wakes up in the morning with a zero account balance. You're pretty much trying to spend the entire day accumulating points from your wife, okay? Now the trick is to not lose them while you're accumulating them. And at the end of the day, if you've got enough points in your account, you might be able to make a withdrawal in the bedroom.
In high school, it was one of those things where I knew I didn't want to do anything in the medical field anymore. I didn't want to be a cop anymore. I didn't want to be a fireman. I really enjoyed being on television. And so in high school, I did this thing called Razorback TV. And all that is you literally go into the studio at the school, high school, and at a certain time every day, around 10 o'clock, you read the school announcements. And it's on every TV in the school. That moment kind of showed me that TV is probably where I needed to be. And from that moment forward, I stayed within it, went to college and got a degree in broadcast journalism, and now acting. My biggest supporter is my mom. I think she's what drives me to be the person that I am. I think when you can see a mom or a parent, period, when you see them put in the work, the sacrifice, you don't appreciate it then, but as you get older and you start understanding what it means to sacrifice, I think that puts things in perspective for you. For me, it really put things in perspective as far as a motivational tip, as far as that goes, because knowing that I have the opportunity to get my mom her dream house or her dream car, that is enough to motivate me to get my butt out of bed and work. My role model is Denzel Washington. I think he is one of the greatest actors of all time. I love his body of work. I love the brand that he portrays. You know, you don't hear about him in the media in a negative way. You know what I mean? And so I think that's important for anybody that's in this industry. Protect your brand. Don't just do anything. Don't compromise yourself. You know, he told a story about there was a script that was getting ready to pay him $450,000. But it involved him. He called it the nigga they couldn't kill, was the premise of the story. Just this black guy that they couldn't kill. And he said, I didn't want to do that. And literally, he sat on that script, and the next script he got was Glory. And he won Best Supporting Actor, Oscar for that. So I love the way he protects his brand. Now, inspirational-wise, Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie reminds me a lot of myself. He plays the keyboard, I play the keyboard. He sings, I try to sing a little bit, just a little bit though, just a little bit. And he's very talented, and he commands a room whenever he goes. Any place he goes, he commands a room. That's important to have, and I love watching that, and that inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing. I recognized that I was destined to be an actor in the acting industry, entertainment industry. Once I graduated from college, I knew that I didn't want to do television as far as sports journalism or news, because news is too depressing. And I didn't want to get in the habit of seeing death all the time. Some things can really have an effect on your mind. And I think if you're around death all the time, it's just going to make things worse, and you're going to start thinking about stuff. So it was up in 2012 when I graduated from college. I was like, man, this is what I want to do. Signed with my first agent. My first audition, I booked it. Became SAG eligible through that audition and through that booking. And that's what I knew right then. Yeah, this is where I need to be. A defining moment in my career would be when my parents, my family, got to see me on the stage for the first time doing a play called Still Away. It was a off-Broadway musical about this 1960s group, like, you know, the Temptations, if you want to compare it to something. And that was fun. They got to see me perform on the stage, and that really showed them what I was doing. Because at some point, you know, in this industry, a lot of times you're working and auditioning so much that people don't really understand the grind that you're putting in. So it's a good feeling to actually be able to show them the work that you're doing and let them know that you're not wasting time, that you're actually working hard. I had to get out of my ego and my pride. When I came in this business, you know, I was very naive. I didn't really understand the business. I'm thinking, you know, I'm talented. That's going to get me where I need to get to, but that was wrong. And I think God showed me that was wrong. He kind of humbled me. And I had to move back home in 2013, sleeping on my mom's couch, my parents' couch. And I remember watching Live with Michael and Kelly. And I saw Denzel come out there promoting the movie. And I said to myself, I want to be there. And so after working at the car dealership in Texarkana, which is something I didn't want to do, driving back and forth almost every other day for an audition, I said, man, this is not where I need to be. So please humble me, Lord, and show me where I need to be. And he did, man. He did. He did. If I had the opportunity to do all of what I've done so far over, I would go back to 2012 and probably listen more to what he was telling me, to what my parents were telling me, because I think by then I wouldn't have had to be humbled. I would have continued to go to places that I was needing to go to and were intended to go to without the stumbles and without the roadblock, you know? The advice I would give someone that's in my position or that may be looking to start as an actor in this field is, I would say remain persistent, remain consistent, and most importantly, study. Study, study, study. Because whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. There's a saying, it takes 45 hours to master something. If you give 4 hours a day into whatever it is you want to do, whether it's acting, whether it's directing, whether it's writing, whatever it is you want to do, if you give 4 hours a day, by the month, the next month, you're going to have mastered it. Because see, you have to work hard. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's something that I would want to share with everyone that's looking to break into this field. Just continue to work hard and never give up, because your time is coming. But it comes whenever you're patient.